So one of the little enhancement that I was thinking doing in the system, as you have seen that all the pipes, all the connections are pretty modular. It can be taken off easily, it can be restructured. The only place where we can't do this in this system is over here. So this makes the system very rigid. I cannot move this part. If I move this pipe a little, so you can see that it's sitting right on the edge. I wanted to come a little center, but if I push it, this entire unit has to move. So the coupling at these points, at all these points, are pretty tight. So I need to decouple them in a way that I can easily take a system off and add a system, remove a system. Though these pipes are flexible, but they are not flexible enough to make the system modular. So the next upgrade that I was thinking, a minor upgrade, is to make the system modular. So let's see how I plan to do the same. So here are the things that I plan to use in order to make it modular. So what all I have here, I have a pipe from RO which I am going to leverage. So I've taken a piece out of the system, taken a part out of the pipe, and I have a small syringe over here. So what I intend to do is I wanted to put this syringe over here. So as you can see here, this can work as a inlet for me. And the best part would be to cut the syringe from here. So I have a small inlet from here. So let's see how it goes. So what I'll do is I'll take a pipe cutter, as you can see here, and make this short. So maybe around this 3 mark is where I'm going to cut it, 3 or 3.5. So let's do it at 4. It's not a problem to have it big. So this pipe cutter is pretty handy for cutting things like this. So no, this will not work here because this is pretty soft compared to the PVC pipes. So what we'll quickly do is we'll take a small saw and cut it open. So I have it open now. So it looks something like this. I can just remove the small pieces. Better to do with using some tool so that I don't leave out anything, and I also plan to glue it. So now let's say I put this pipe. So this is the same pipe that I'm using here. So the one end, the outlet end will be fixed, but the inlet end will be little easy. So let's see how I can put it. I have to just squeeze it in. So what I can do is I can put some heat, or I can just try to put it without that as well, if it fits. So this part is not required. This is what I have removed from the syringe, and this is what we are going to use. So this is pretty hard. This will not go in so easily. Both are basically of the same shape. So let me try something out over here. So yeah, what I did is I took out one of the pipe from the system, the actual pipe that was there, and as you can see there is a little algae buildup as well, which I need to take care. So one thing I found that since these pipes were stuck there, so the opening is a little bigger, and with this opening this is going in pretty easily inside this. So you can see here that this syringe is able to get inside the pipe. To some extent I can put a little more heat and then put it a little more inside, and the intention is to have this pipe over here. So the advantage that this brings to the system is, let me show you in the system itself. Okay, so this is the place where I took it off. Let me move the glass so that the water gets inside. Yeah, so what I intend to do is I wanted to put this cap here as is, and the other part I wanted to decouple it. I can just slide it inside, like somewhat like this. I can make it I can cut it to the appropriate size and can just slide it in. So what will happen is when I wanted to move the system, I can easily adjust the length of this and make it to use. So I'll put it the way it was for the outlet end, and for inlet end, since it is flowing out and there is no chance of much seepage, I'll just gently slide it in. And another idea to prevent it from the algae is to that I'll do later is to have a cover around this tube so that the light cannot penetrate. So as you can see here, since light was able to penetrate at all of these points, if you can see here, you can see that the algae has been built up. So the biggest enemy for the system is the light. So the plants need it, but if the water is exposed to the light for long, we see that the algae buildup happens quite drastically. So yeah, this is the whole idea. So let me implement this and let me show you how it looks. So we are going to put the pipe back on as it was previously. So as you can see here, this will be stuck as it was, and what we'll do is we will check the length. So kind of this much I need to remove from the front. So this approximation is good enough. So what I'll do is I'll just use a hand tool to cut it open. So the idea is this will not be stuck over here, and this will just go and sit inside, and later I'll just stick them on. So now what I'll do is I'll run the system and see how it goes. So I have started the system, so the water should be coming in. So what I'll do is I'll keep it outside to see how the water flows goes. So as you can see here, we have the outlet. So it will take some time for the system to fill up, because until the water reaches a certain height, it won't pass it on to the next system. So as you can see here, the system has started dipping the water. So I can just put this back inside this and later have it covered. So this won't easily come out as well, but just that I have to change the transparency. I have to make it covered with some tape. And the best part is you can check the inflow and outflow of each of the channels independently, and this should be a very flexible thing, and whenever I want to test some of the water, I can easily take the sample from here just by taking it out. So I think this kind of makes sense, but do make sure that you cover up the entire tube. If you have a transparent tube, then there will be algae build up here as well. So yeah, I'll later cover it up and definitely show you how it looks with the entire system covered up. But what I'll do is I'll hold it for a day in order to see if there are any problems that I am seeing because of this. Because here also at the moment I can see that there is a water build-up. So I just need to ensure that the system is not overflowing. So I will observe it for some time before I put this system to actual use. So let me observe this for 24 hours, and then let's see how it goes. So here we are. Basically what we did is we changed all of them. So you can see here that each of the module is now easily pluggable. So here also you can see, and same goes for the top. So here I have the liberty to move this now to some extent. I can just easily just move it as required. So I have just extended this pipe a little bit so that I have a little more space over here. And there are few seepages here, but I don't mind them because they are coming directly onto the bed. So this pretty much summarizes the thing that I made the changes. I can easily get the water from here for testing or to see how the flow is. And since all the way from the top it is flowing through the same nozzle, so it can be the flow will remain the same. And if I need to make some adjustment, I can just use the valve to reduce the speed and things like that. So this idea I think is pretty much made my system a little flexible. Though one more part which is pending, and just to mention that since I have the slope, as you can see, it's not straight. I have a 2-inch slope. So if I put the water, there is no chance that it will overflow from here. So as you see, the entry is at the top, the entry point, but the exit point is in the middle. So it will never reach to this state. When it is still here, the water will escape to the next channel, and so on and so forth, and it will come down. As you can see here that this is where the water is coming out from. So it's pretty much maintaining a decent flow. If I need to reduce or increase the flow, mostly I need to reduce is because aquaponics, hydroponics recommends usage of around 2 liter or less per minute. So later I'll just check it out what my flow rate is and change my valve accordingly. So I think for now I can just keep it a little more reduced. So it's barely on, it's like mostly off state only, and I can see the water building up over here. Same goes here as well. So yeah, this was my little enhancement. Do let me know what you think. Probably you can also improvise something like this for your needs. Do share, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching this video.